Okay, so as you can see, Brynhilder, the archer, just dropped the trailer for IDV. Their new survivor dropping March 13th, which is a few weeks from now, the recording of this video at least. And yeah, we're going to take a look at her skills and what she brings to the table. You know, first reaction stuff. Here we go. Make sure the volume isn't too loud. Here we go. Okay. New survivor, Brynhilder Viluf. Brynhilder Viluf. The weight of the times was overwhelming, dragging the drunken wanderer to the ground as she was sobered, while the heavy anchor pinned the Vilufs to the sea as dusk fell. So she's like a sailor Viking archer. Kind of like the idea that I'm getting here. Obviously, you know, she has some inspirations to Merobiba from Brave. Missing. Anachronist. Interesting. Okay, I mean, she looks great. She looks fantastic. Nice build, nice, like, you know, profile, nice physique, nice, like, silhouette as she's walking around with, like, the bow in hand. Sick. She has, like, a backflip. All right. Oh, you can see her, like, that's really interesting. I didn't realize this before, but she has, like, the lacerations on her body all the way down her arms as if they've been cut open before and then, like, replaced. That's really interesting. Okay, she's drawing the bow back. Keel bow. Wields a bow crafted from the keel of a sunken ship. Oh, so this is the Viluf's, like, sunken ship, I guess. Hold to draw the bow and fire a powerful arrow in a specific direction. Drawing the bow reduces movement speed by 10% while so I guess, like, while you're holding it. Similar to, like, batter in a way. Where, like, as you're holding it, as you're, like, revving up, you lose a little bit of speed. When the arrow hits the hunter, their actions are briefly interrupted. So it's a brief interruption, and they're inflicted with laceration. Oh, I can see why they named it that then. A regular hit deals 50 laceration damage, and then when hit, the hunter's core deals 100 laceration damage. Okay, I'm gonna assume 100 is, like, the max. It's hard to say for now, but we'll see. If the bow is drawn for less than 1.2 seconds, laceration damage is reduced to 40%. Okay, so a regular hit does 50, and if you hit them in the core, I assume core means, like, their chest, it'll do 100 damage, so that's max damage, I guess. And if the bow is drawn, like, if you quick draw it, it'll do only 40 damage, 40%. While drawing the bow, the shot will gradually lock on to any visible hunter. Once locked on, the shot is a guaranteed hit. I'm assuming that means to the core, right? So I guess if you, like, you can either be good and aim and do 50-50, or you can just, like, stand there and wait and do 100 instantly when you guarantee a hit. Laceration. The hunter's movement speed directly affects the rate at which laceration damage accumulates. Oh, it's like the more you move, the more damage stacks up. So if you hit 50 and then they start walking, then they'll take more damage. Okay. Okay, interesting. And then the quicker the damage accumulates, the faster the hunter moves. So any hunter with, like, a dash ability will probably be suffering here. Remaining still causes the laceration damage to gradually decrease. Oh, so hunters can, like, stop moving in order to not get the buildup. When laceration damage reaches 100%, the hunter is stunned for 2.5 seconds? That's until tomorrow. Wait, what? Okay, go on. Stuns the guy running his tracks? Okay. Okay, so as you can see, the regular hit did 30. She charged it for less time and also, like, quick fired it, and it did 30 damage. It didn't do 40. I'm assuming it's because it only did 30 because it reduced to 40%. I see. I understand. But the full hit did 50% damage. So you can be good and aim and hit the core for 100 by yourself, or you can, like, I guess, charge up. Okay, let's take a look at this. So you don't actually want headshot, you want body shot. So that did 30% damage. And that did 50. Okay, so honestly, looking at this speed, it's pretty fast, the decretion of the stack. Although that does mean you have to stand still for like a whole second, which I'll be honest, like kind of sucks, right? Because if you stand still, then she can hit you with another one and stun you anyway. Okay. And then there's the sure hit, which guarantees the stun. Okay, so it is a guaranteed stun if you body shot with the full charge. Okay, it locks on from quite a close distance. Actually, you need to be kind of close. But I mean, you don't really be that accurate at all. Actually, like if you were like someone like batter and you fired in that like over to here, you'd miss 100% of the time, right? So this is pretty insane that she gets a guaranteed 2.5 second stun, and that drops any survivor, you know, balloon too. Like that's gonna be really annoying. I wondered like how fast you can shoot again after you shoot once. So like, does it punish her for, you know, only hitting body or only hitting non-body, or does it punish her for, you know what I mean? Oh, dude, look at the build-up speed at which she gets stunned if she starts dashing and moving faster. Crossbow. Carries a concealed crossbow. Tap to fire and immediately leap backwards a short distance. So it's like flywheel. If the bolt hits the hunter, their actions are briefly interrupted and they suffer 6% laceration damage. Oh, wow. Okay. Wait, hold on. What? So he's about to swing and then she hits the flywheel. I wonder if it actually gives you flywheel, you know, immortality. You know what I mean by that? It doesn't seem like it doesn't say it does, so maybe not, but it interrupts them for like a brief second. Doesn't stop the attack animation, but it stops them from moving, and they get 60%. And they're still moving during their attack, so they build up 3 more. The build-up is pretty slow, but the degradation of it is pretty fast. Interesting. Okay, so you could totally, like, you know, if there's a world where you crossbow hit them and then just like fire off a quick random shot for like body for another 40, and then you're like off to the races, right? Oh, sorry, like another 60 and you're off to the races. That's pretty good. It's like a guaranteed stun in a chase. 2.5 seconds is not nothing. And like if you're mid-range, you could probably charge up the hit as well. There's going to be like some skill expression, I guess. It's like deciding whether or not you're going to fully charge. I mean, granted, if you hit the body without fully charging, it's already a stun anyway. But either way, there's going to be some skill expression, and like good archers are going to be, you know, not relying on this charge mechanic, right? Obviously, like if you're very, very far away, it's very useful for having this. But if you're like mid-range, if you're like where I think the archer wants to be as a harasser, you're probably not going to be relying on that mechanic too much. Okay. Spirit of Bragi. I can't pronounce this, I'm sorry. The archer embraces unpredictability and absurdity, resisting rigid ways of life and even seeking uncontrolled chaos. Her detection range towards the hunter is reduced by 30%. So she's not detected very easily by the hunter. When the hunter is outside this range, her movement speed is decreased by 15% for 5 seconds. This effect can only be activated once every 20 seconds. Interesting. So she gets detected less, and while you're not detected, then you move slower for 5 seconds. So actually, you like this incentivizes you to want to be a harasser. Otherwise, like it's going to be harder for you to move across the map. And every 20 seconds, it seems that you're outside of the hunter's range, or the hunter's outside of your range, you're going to be slowed for 5 seconds. And so there can be a time where perhaps like the hunter sees that you're slow for a bit and then enters your range immediately, and you're still going to be slow for 5 seconds, but he's going to be fast. So there's going to be a period of time where you're going to be easier to hunt if you're not careful about the timing. That's interesting. That's cool though, right? So definitely, I mean, when you're decoding, it doesn't really matter, but perhaps it pauses the time where you're decoded, so you're slower to move. And now you're in the hunter's range and you can stun. And it's 2.5 seconds is so long. I'm tempted to think that they may like nerf that to like 2 seconds or even less. Although granted, there's a lot of like high movement speed hunters these days, so this is going to be great against Nightwatch. Obviously, they're showing Nightwatch a lot. Going to be great against someone like Naiad as well, who, you know, once she throws the spear, will be fast. Smiley. I mean, she's gonna be the crazy and smiley face because, like, if he's charging forward and you hit him with a bow shot, then he's gonna move forward and then stun himself, and then he's gonna drop the rocket. So actually, this is gonna be crazy. They didn't show Smiley because it was, I guess it's just too hard of a counter. Obviously, Opera is gonna have some trouble as well. Any hunter that moves fast with a dash, Geisha as well will probably have problems. Anna will have problems. Anne, sorry. To like just build up laceration. You might even be able to just get away with like a body shot. Or like a crossbow hit, and then just like let them stun themselves, and that way you can spend more time running and less time charging, because you do walk way slower while charging. You can hit from second story. Oh my god, the range! What is the range on this bow, man? Hold on. She gets up onto the slide and then aims, and she's over here, like across the map, and she hits. Granted, it's like an auto hit as well, right? You can help a survivor get a guaranteed rescue this way. Is there a limit on how many arrows she has? Do not tell me she just has infinite arrows. That is so toxic. Wait, what? Hold on. Does she have infinite arrows? What is the limit? It doesn't say. It doesn't say like how many arrows she has. Okay, let's maybe take a look at this. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, let's see. So she fires the shot at this at 1.5, let's say 1 minute and 3 seconds. Goes on cooldown right now at 1 minute and 3 seconds. And then within the 1 second, it kind of dropped, I want to say, like oh god, like 1/12th? Might be like a 12, 13, 14 second cooldown. Maybe the max charge is more cooldown as well. Oh, that's really crazy. Okay. It's pretty fast, guys. If you look at the cooldown, it's pretty fast. And so, yeah, and you can see the crossbow icon as well. Here's on top is a small button, so you hit it less. But it's a free flywheel, and doesn't seem to be any limit on the bow, actually. There's no, like ammo counter. You just keep bowing forever. Like, every 10, 15 seconds, you can just bow the hunter. This is going to be the most annoying character ever, dude. I mean, I want to play her so bad, but also, like, instant ban, right? Anyway, guys, that's the video. Hopefully you appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time.